everybody, what is up? It is Blin. Welcome back to my channel. Hi, how are you doing? Hope you're doing a bit better than my family. We've all got the snot. Lovely, we're all chunk full of snot at the moment, so that's great. You know, all the horrible winter lurgies that are going around. And what just fell on the floor? Who cares, girl? Anyway, I've got to come on camera today and bring you a video because, girl, Manny MUA and Jeffree Star are beefing once again. What is it? Have I woken up in 2018 all of a sudden? Shut up, you. We don't need that notification. Yeah, have I woken up in 2018 all of a sudden, or 2016? Like, because Manny MUA and Jeffree Star are having a bit of a ding-dong over on the TikTok. Like, you know, this is like olden days, 2016 beauty community toxicity, where you had the people who supported Jeffree Star, the people who supported Manny MUA, and there were like two sides going at each other. I'm old enough to remember that, and it was bad enough the first time around, but now it seems like they're trying to do a little bit of a rematch. Why? So on the one side, you've got Jeffree Star. Jeffree Star received these Rhode lip liners, Hailey Bieber's brand, Rhode lip liners or lip contour pens that he paid for with his own money, because when Jeffree opened his box, it was just like an empty cardboard box with the items thrown in. So he'd obviously like ordered them himself. And then Manny in his TikTok has the PR box where it's all laid out nicely and it's got the peptide lip balms with it. So the two reviews of this product were very different. Very, very different. Jeffree decided to be straightforward and, you know, honest and give his thoughts about the product, which were not really glowing.
Now, what is on the chopping block today? Oh, girl. You hear that? I got a special delivery. Yes, I wish I was making this up. The lip liners are here. A little rough because there's literally nothing in here. No bubble wrap, no tissue. They threw in the lip liners and said, fuck it. So let's try these immediately. For $24 retail, I got 4 shades. Now, these are called the Peptide Lip Shape. It's a contouring lip liner. Okay, it says that these are made in Korea, and let's see what they look like. You guys know I love a component that has weight to it. This literally feels like air. It literally feels like there's nothing in here. Now, when you pull it out of the cheapest packaging, baby, it already was coming out. Like, I don't know if it was because there was no tissue in it or it was a little shake, rattle, and roll in there, but let's roll it up and see how much product is in here. How much you get for $24. So that is how much product you get in here. Let's see what the formula is all about. Claiming that this is gonna be more creamier and more seamless than a lip liner. It's gonna glide on and give us a contoured effect. Swatch the 4 shades that I have. They do look creamy. Look at that little glistening to it. Let's get them on the lips. Go in with shade Bend and let's just give it a swirl like she did in her intro. Okay. Obviously gliding on are really easy. And the bigger tip is supposed to just really do the contours of your lip and easily shape it. Another end to this product. There's a debate about whether it's to clean up or smudge. In her intro, she literally was just taking it like this. And this is so unnecessary. And this is literally the cheapest piece of plastic. Look at this little nub. I can't. Now let's try shade Stretch. It's more of a warmer chocolate brown. Now, let's see if this color is more pretty. Okay, now, I mean, the staying power is really weird over here. Application keeps skipping a little bit. It's a little bizarre to me. Let's keep going. The application is not the smoothest. Let's just say that. What's that? Please don't tell me this is why you need this smudger thing. There's no way. I don't know about this. It's giving interesting. It's giving, I'm gonna see what happens when you take a lipstick over it. Okay. Color combo is really pretty, but the formula is kind of blotchy. It's not my favorite. It's giving like girl on the go that's just like whipping her wet hair back, throwing on something really quickly and just smudging and running out the door. Try one final shade. This is the pink one. It's called Press. As I'm applying it, it gives like, it's a little sheer. Like obviously you see the color, but the application is kind of like, don't necessarily feel special either. They just kind of feel basic. And then literally, imagine you're about to go drink something, you guys, look. There's literally no staying power. Hello? Where'd you go? Hello? I don't even see any on my hand. Hello? The formula literally vanished. Hello? Where'd you go? Hello? Hey, Hailey Bieber, did you collab with Houdini? Because baby, this is a fucking magic trick. Literally came raggedy, right? It came in the box. No tissue, there was no presentation. These feel weightless. It feels like they're literally made of air. And the formula is the same. I'm very unimpressed. These are a flop. Now, last summer, we did review the blushes. I'm wearing it now. They were actually really cute, so I had high hopes for these, but these are boring. I fell asleep at the wheel. This is giving Wet n Wild $5 moment. $24? She's crazy. The Rhode Beauty lip contours are not Jeffree Star approved.
And on the other hand, you had Manny with his PR box with the lip balms in, everything all laid out nicely, all presented beautifully. Now, I don't know about you, but when I see beauty influencers with PR boxes of goodies, I'm like a little bit suspicious now, because we never used to really think about it. Back in sort of 2015, 2016, most of us as consumers never really used to give it a second thought. But since, 2019, 2020, a lot of drama has happened surrounding beauty influencers, and we now are aware that certain beauty influencers are paid to do reviews, to give products positive reviews. Prime example, Michaela Nogueira. Now, I'm sure we all remember Michaela Nogueira and that mascara. I have one here, or I did have one. I think I threw it out. Not this one, not this telescopic mascara, but do you remember it was the telescopic lift mascara where Michaela Nogueira went on TikTok and she made a review of that mascara, but she added a false lash onto the edge and then she got called out for it. So all of these things that happen with influencers and PR, turns out that, like in that instance, Michaela Nogueira was probably paid by L'Oreal to do that review like that, to get people talking about that mascara, and Michaela Nogueira doing that review of the L'Oreal mascara. These brands are not stupid. They know that like any publicity is good publicity. So Michaela Nogueira doing that review, putting a false lash on, an Ardell Wispy, putting that on, got everybody talking about how she had done like a fake review of that mascara. But at the end of the day, L'Oreal won because it was more people talking about that L'Oreal mascara. And Michaela Nogueira won because she got lots and lots and lots of views, equals money, off of the back of doing that. So, like, the people that won there were L'Oreal and Michaela Nogueira. Definitely. So when I see influencers now with PR packages reviewing things, I'm a little bit like, okay, this is a little bit sus, because we don't know if there's been any kind of like backhanders, if they've been paid under the table to give this product a good review. When you look at Manny MUA's review, it is very, very different to Jeffree Star's review. Obviously, he's got it in PR, so the items have been gifted to him. So he's kind of going a little bit more in depth on his review. And people called Manny MUA out in his comments, saying that his review wasn't very genuine.
Some of these have created, girl, people either love or they hate the new Rhode lip liner, so I'm really intrigued to try them myself. So these are the new peptide lip shapes, and they're supposed to be kind of contour for your lips. Not lip liner, more like contour dimension. I have 4 shades here, so I'm gonna see which one fits my lips the best. I'm a huge overdrawer. Like, I love to overdraw my lips. I always use lip liner. So when you open them up, they actually have a more of a blunt, rounded edge. They're not sharp and they're not sharpenable. They're like a twist, and they're thicker than the classic lip liner. And the other side, you get this little silicone tip to kind of, blend out or add some dimension with the product. This is the shade Lean, shade Twist, Balance and Lunge right here. So these are the 4 shades that I have. Twist is gonna be the best bet. So I'm gonna use it on the outer corner of my lips. They're actually not that pigmented, not full coverage. They're more of a medium coverage and buildable because I think they're meant to be blended out, like I was saying, to create that definition on the lip, right? Oh, bitch. My lip looks bigger. Let's go down here. It's actually really close to my lip color. So it looks really good because it's more of a subtle definition and subtle contouring rather than being so harsh and so like shapely. Let's try the little tip. It's actually pretty firm. Much firmer than I was expecting. It's kind of like, oh, it's like dragging on my lip. I'd rather use my finger to blot it out and kind of blend around for that kind of shape. I can definitely see a lip contouring. I have a little clear peptide on top just to see. Honestly, my lips do look bigger. They did exactly what they said they were going to do. They are a lip shape. They're not full coverage, more medium coverage that are really, really blendable and really creamy and soft. The colors are really natural to give you a really natural contour to the lip to make them look bigger. Exactly what these did. Honestly, Miss Haley, you guys ate these up, dude. I really like them. I like them a lot and I'm gonna continue to use them. Trying to tell me that you don't see a difference between this side of my lip and this side of my lip. This side has the lip shape from Roan and this side does not. If you can't tell the difference between my lips, that this side is bigger than this side, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this, but it's time for an optometry appointment, baby. I think it's time. Girl, look at my lips.
Manny, Manuela, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. So Hailey Bieber might have come out with these crayons for lip contour, but it is not a new phenomenon. Like, girl, these have been out for years. What does it say here? Look, Huda Beauty, lip contour. Yes, that's right. Oh, look, here's another one. Huda Beauty, lip contour. I've had these for like a few years, so are those lip contour from Rhode really something to rave about? Like, it's nothing that we haven't seen before in the beauty world, and he's going on about it as if it's something like super incredible. I'm like, girl, they already exist.
Got the lip shape in PR, yes, but that does not mean I have to give it a positive review. I'm gonna be honest about my opinion. Just because other people do not like this product does not mean that I have to not like it as well. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing the sheep mentality. If I use it and I enjoy it for what it's supposed to be, a lip shape, did it say it was gonna be long wear? Did it say it was gonna be waterproof? All that stuff? No. It said it was gonna give you a shape to the lip, and that's exactly what it did. So I reviewed it based off of what it said it was going to do, and I liked it for what it is. And I feel like I have a lip contour to my lip. True tea. Time of filming my video, I did not know they retailed for $24, and I will say that I do think that is expensive. I do think that's pricey, and I do think that's a little overpriced for what the product is, 1,000,000%. But that does not mean that the product doesn't work well, because it does exactly what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, it's really funny because, you know, these lip contour pens here, these lip contour pencils from Huda Beauty, they also do that job just as well, and they've been out a lot longer. So, like, why do we need to go and pay $24 a piece for the Rhode ones? I don't know. Maybe because it helps Manny to get paid for his review.
And this is exactly what it looked like in the last video. So, the product worked. And I stand 10 toes in the sand on that.
Yeah, well, you can do that with these lip contour, and you can do that with any kind of brown lip liner, any kind of sculpting pencil, any kind of eyebrow pencil even. Yes, an eyebrow sculpting pencil will also do the job. So I stand 10 toes down on that, Manny MUA. The last thing I'm going to talk about in this video is going to be Chappell Roan. Chappell Roan has been kind of causing controversy when she goes out to events by doing things like clapping back at reporters, clapping back at paparazzi, all this kind of stuff. And people have been kind of labeling her as miserable or saying that she's angry, which I don't always think is right, you know. I think she's just standing up for herself. So recently Chappell Roan won a Grammy, and in her acceptance speech, she decided to talk about how artists and labels don't really see eye to eye, with labels profiting off of the artist but not providing a livable wage, or not making sure that artists' healthcare needs are met. And then she got some criticism for that speech in the form of the Hollywood Reporter putting out an article saying that her Grammy speech was misguided, misinformed. Chappell Roan decided to hit back at this reporter by responding, saying that she was going to be donating $25,000 to rising artists. Now, this donation was also matched by charli XCX. So these two women, you know, who are very, very popular in music at the moment, both putting their money where their mouth is, as people like to say, you know, putting their money where their mouth is, donating money to artists coming through, new artists. Chappell Roan also showed some new upcoming artists on her own Instagram as well, to kind of give them, you know, their flowers. And I thought that was really lovely. Really, really nice of her to do that. You know, she didn't have to do that, but it's cool, you know, someone who's experienced such a kind of fast rise to fame as she has, to go, hey, I'm going to share my platform. You know, that's really cool. That's something that we're always asking influencers, say, for example, in the beauty space or whatever. We're always asking influencers to help other artists up like that. Also really like the fact that she was like, okay, well, what are you doing, Mr. Reporter, to help struggling artists? Nothing. Oh, well, I'm going to donate a huge chunk of money. And then charli XCX comes along. Hey, Chappell, I'm going to do exactly the same thing. Cool. You know, I love it. Women supporting other people in their industry who are newer, who don't have that financial backing. Awesome. You know, I think there should be more of that. But, you know, good to see Chappell also giving that reporter what for, because, you know, all she did at the end of the day in her Grammy speech was stand up for something that she believed in. And then that man came along with his silly little article trying to knock her down. And I hate that. I really, really hate that, you know. It's a job at the end of the day, like any other job. You know, if you're an entertainer, if you're a performer, you're working, you know, it's still a job. Okay, it might not be, you know, on a payroll like, you know, you would be at a 9-to-5 job, but you're still working. Your work is still valuable. Anyway, I'm going to stop this little video right here. I'm going to say take care, stay safe, stay well. I love you guys. Thank you so much, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.